Joining me now is Republican Congressman Anthony D'Esposito of New York. Congressman, thanks for being with us. First of all, what is your reaction to Congressman Matt Gaetz's motion to vacate, which, of course, led to the ouster of Kevin McCarthy?
Well, thanks for having me. It's been very clear, my thoughts on Matt Gaetz. I think he's an egotistical maniac. I think that yesterday was all about a personal vendetta, and he utilized one of the oldest American institutions to carry out a personal problem with Kevin McCarthy.
And former Speaker Newt Gingrich sort of weighed in on this, writing an op-ed in the Washington Post that Congressman Matt Gaetz should be expelled from the House Republican Conference. What do you think?
Well, I definitely think that he should be held accountable. There should be repercussions for his actions. I mean, what he did yesterday is just reprehensible. I mean, he literally has taken what we were making progress in last Saturday, came together in a bipartisan fashion. Wasn't what everybody wanted, but we came together to extend we had a 45-day CR so that we can get our country back on track and keep our government open. And we were working to get appropriation bills on the floor this week, next week. And now that has all stalled. It stalled because, again, an egomaniac in Matt Gaetz decided to take out personal issues with the Speaker on the House floor. And now we have to deal with, over the next week, going to conference, finding new leadership, finding a new Speaker, electing one, and then getting back to the people's business. I know for me, this is not what the people of the 4th Congressional District sent me here to do. They sent me here to govern, and that's exactly what I want to do. But Matt Gaetz is getting in my way.
You represent Long Island, and you're a former policeman. You know the needs of your constituents. How is this going to affect your people and your political future if there's a government shutdown?
Well, I think that the people back home understand that I'm working as hard as I can. I made it clear that I'll work with anyone and everyone in order to continue to keep this government open. I made it very clear that back home, New Yorkers, Long Islanders are my priority, and I'm going to govern with them. I would explore and exhaust every option, as I did last week, again, to keep this government open. But now we need to move swiftly. We need to find a Speaker of the House. We need to elect him or her so that they can get the gavel and we can get appropriation bills on the floor, because the clock is ticking. We had 45 days. I think there's 40 left, and there's a lot of work to be done.
You've got Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise already declared candidates. Who else in the wing, or could you support either of them? Do you have someone that you think could be elected?
Well, I think we'll see. I think right now, like I said, the next few days is going to be a time for people to sort of decompress. We're going to have candidates come out and tell the conference that they're interested in taking these positions. I look forward to speaking with all of them. I look forward to hearing their vision. And I also look forward to hearing how we're going to change our institutions so that a maniac like Matt Gaetz can't do what he did again in the future.
Do you think you should change the House rule that only one member can do a motion to vacate?
Absolutely. After what we've seen yesterday, it's not about this is not a partisan issue. It's not about an individual. It's not a Republican issue. It's not a Democrat issue. What happened yesterday is literally going to put the American government to a halt until we find a Speaker, and that should never happen again at the hands of one lunatic.